We are group 3, and we will talk about unit testing in software development. So first, unit test is fundamental in software development and involves testing small portions of the application and verify its behavior independent of other parts. A unit test usually falls into two categories: state-based, which verifies if the system produces correct results, and interaction-based, which verify if it properly invokes certain methods. A unit test consists in three phases: arrange, act, and assert, AAA. So the arrange phase initializes the component, the act phase applies some stimulus, and the assert observes the resulting behavior and if the test fails or passed. So here we have a unit test example, and considering we have this public class calculator and the sum method, this will gonna be looking like a unit testing for it. And as we notice, the arrange section initialize the variables and put them in the desired state. The act call the method, and the assert verify if it passes or failed. So a unit test, a good one, it's reproducible and independent. Some advantages of unit testing are early bug detection, since it happens in the beginning of the software development process, high quality code, and also improves the documentation because it shows how the code is supposed to be. It fastens the development because the errors are fixed, found, and corrected, and code reusability.
So some of the disadvantages of unit testing are there can be limitations on test coverage. It can be difficult to reach 100% testing coverage in a large or complex system. And then lack of testing in certain areas can cause issues in production. There's a false sense of security with unit testing because it only validates the functionality of the unit that you tested, but it doesn't say how that unit interacts with the rest of the system. There are maintenance challenges. Sometimes when code changes happen often, it can be difficult to maintain the testing. It's time consuming. Unit testing, creation, and maintenance takes a lot of time and can be labor intensive. Increased code complexity. Unit testing can make code more complicated because a lot more code needs to be added to support the testing. The roles in unit testing, there's developers. They take the lead generally in unit testing. They create the tests for each unit, and their role includes crafting detailed tests and ensuring that each component functions correctly. There's the testing team. These are dedicated testing teams to monitor quality assurance. They review and maintain the test suites, and they ensure that the tests meet project goals and industry standards. Collaboration. Unit testing thrives on collaboration between developers and the testing team. And this synergy maintains code integrity, and it promotes reliability and performance. Unit testing is a crucial part of the software development lifecycle, making sure individual parts of the software are solid before putting them together. Implementation, developers write and test individual units to make sure they work correctly on their own. Integration prepares for bigger tests, ensuring all the pieces fit together smoothly. And iterative development, unit testing is very flexible, allowing for quick adjustments and improvements.
So the techniques before and after unit testing. Before, we have black box and white box testing. Black box focuses on the external functionality, while white box deals with the internal logic, and together it helps get a complete understanding of the code and prepare for unit testing. And after, you move to integration and system testing, where you take all the pieces that you checked in unit testing and see if they work well together as a whole. In conclusion, unit testing is the backbone of our development process, offering invaluable benefits. Acting early in the process, unit tests play a pivotal role in identifying errors and bugs, enhancing the adaptability of the development process. Their main function is to examine individual parts of the code, providing assurance that each component performs as intended. While unit tests don't encompass the entire code base, they establish a strong foundation for the reliability of our software. The focus on individual units ensures that we can trust each piece of our code before integration. There's our references.